Hi, I am Helen from Heritage Organic Seeds, and today we are starting the sow-along for our July subscription box. Now, if you are a subscriber, you will have noticed by now that you had an extra packet of seeds in your box this month. So we did 6 packets of seed, and the bonus packet was a green manure called Alfalfa. Now, green manures are amazing little plants. They really help to nourish and feed our soils so that we can keep that structure and just keep all of those nutrients within the soil. They will help feed the soil life and the microorganisms, which just benefits us no end, because all of that goodness is then enjoyed by our plants, which then in turn nourishes us as well. So green manures are great to sow when you have a bare patch of soil. So I am currently in my kind of flower patch area. I've got my Nigella that's going to seed. I've got some foxgloves behind me that I'm just allowing to go to seed, but I do have lots of areas of bare soil. So rather than leave these bare where it's just exposed and will just deteriorate over time, I'm going to sow some of my alfalfa so that we can get some of that goodness and just introduce some goodness into the soil, and it will really help with the soil structure, which is going to be phenomenal for the plants next season. So you can sow your green manure anywhere on your allotment or in your kitchen garden. So just because I'm doing mine in my sort of flower patch, it doesn't mean that you have to do the same. It's just literally because I have some bare soil and I just want to make sure it is covered up and protected. So all you need to do is just rake over your area to loosen the soil. Make sure your soil is weed free. Now you have 50 grams of seed here, and you need around 2 grams per square metre. So if you can kind of imagine, you have so many square metres worth of seed in this one packet, and we're just going to scatter our seed over those bare patches of soil. I'm obviously going to do a larger area. I'm just doing a small patch just for the purposes of the video to show you. And then just lightly rake over where you've sown your seeds, and then give it a water. And then all you need to do is sit back and let the plants do their thing. Before they start flowering, you do want to cut your alfalfa plants down to the ground, and then just leave the plant material on the ground as a mulch. You can leave the roots in the ground as well when you do this. So leave all of the clippings onto the soil and they will just decompose. And then if you do leave the roots in the ground, they will naturally deteriorate as well and just feed all of those soil microorganisms and just release all of the lovely nitrogen that they've collected. It will all be released back into the soil, and your plants will thank you next season. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. As always, the email address is hello@heritageorganicseeds.com, or you can reach out to me on Instagram. We are at Heritage Organic Seeds. I hope you enjoy sowing your green manure seeds, and I'd love to see some pictures as the season progresses, just to follow along with how your plants are looking.